Emma, Ryan, and Alex, three inseparable friends since college, decided to take a weekend trip to escape the city's chaos. Everything was planned perfectly, or at least that's what they thought. The plan was to drive from Islamabad to a nearby hill station. It was night, the weather was a bit chilly, and there were chances of rain. Ryan said, "Let's leave at night. It'll be more adventurous and we'll reach by morning." But adventure soon turned into terror when they took a wrong turn. The car's GPS stopped working. The road was pitch dark with no street lights. Ryan insisted, "This road looks like a shortcut. The map's gone offline, but I'm sure it's the right way." Emma, uneasy, said, "I don't feel good about this. Let's turn back." But Alex laughed and said, "Come on, it's so dark, that's what makes it fun." After about 20 minutes, they were driving through a dense forest. Strange noises surrounded them, like someone was breathing close, like someone was following them. Suddenly, they spotted an old, worn-down village. A few broken houses stood silently, completely lifeless. It seemed like people once lived there, long ago. The car engine broke down. Ryan said, "Probably an overheated radiator. I'll check it." Emma and Alex stepped out. As they looked around, they noticed an old woman sitting by a stone platform, staring directly at them. She didn't blink. She didn't move. Emma whispered, "She's staring at us," without blinking. The old woman spoke only one line. "No one returns from the path you've taken. Every mistake has a price." Ryan laughed. "This feels like a horror movie. Creepy old lady with creepy lines." She didn't respond. She simply pointed toward a broken signboard. Emma wiped the dust off it. The sign read, "Chandpur village abandoned since 1994 due to mass disappearances." Their faces turned pale. They decided to leave the car and stay in one of the abandoned houses for a while, hoping for help in the morning. As soon as they entered the house, the air felt still and the temperature dropped. Blood-stained handprints marked the walls. On an old table, they found a diary. Alex picked it up and read, "My name is Adam. I came here in 1994, also by taking a wrong turn. This village swallows people. Every house holds a trapped soul. No one who enters ever leaves." Just then, they heard footsteps behind them, but no one was there. Night deepened. Alex went to the bathroom and never returned. Emma and Ryan searched every room, calling his name, but all they heard were whispers, footsteps, and distant screams. Then Ryan vanished, too last seen near an old closet. Emma screamed as she opened it. Empty. Now Emma was alone, surrounded by darkness, fear, and the unseen. The last page of the diary read, "If the last person understands the truth, they might escape. Otherwise, the village keeps them forever." Emma tried to run, but every road led back to the same haunted house. It was as if the village had claimed her. She finally realized this was no normal place. Every wrong turn led to a cursed trap. In the final scene, Emma is seen writing in a new diary, her face pale, her eyes hollow. She writes, "If you're reading this diary, you've taken the same wrong turn. Turn back before it's too late." 2 months had passed since Emma, Ryan, and Alex had vanished without a trace. Their families had filed missing person reports. Police conducted extensive searches, but the village of Chandpur, it didn't exist on any official map. But there are always people who chase mystery. This time, the story begins with 3 urban explorers, Mark, Lena, and Tom, famous for their YouTube channel, Urban Haunts. Their next video idea, exploring Pakistan's forgotten village. They came across Emma's story on an old conspiracy forum, just a paragraph buried in digital dust. 3 friends lost after taking a wrong turn. Locals speak of a cursed village that erases people from time and memory. That was enough for Mark. We're going there. This is viral gold. Lena hesitated. It says no one ever comes back. Tom laughed. That's exactly why we have to go. The group drove in with cameras, backup batteries, EMF meters, and night vision drones. They reached the same forested area late at night. GPS failed again. Mark smiled. It's real. Let's go. Just like before, the trees grew denser, the air colder. The road grew silent, too silent. Suddenly, Lena spotted a stone platform ahead, and on it sat a young woman in a pale white dress. She wasn't old this time. She was young, head down, whispering to herself. Lena approached slowly. Miss, are you okay? The girl raised her head. It was Emma. Her eyes were completely black. She whispered, You shouldn't be here. The village remembers. Then vanished into thin air. They reached the same abandoned village, now even more decayed. Roofs collapsed, trees growing through houses. The air felt heavy, like breathing through wet cloth. They found the same signboard. Chanpur village abandoned since 1994. Mass disappearances. But this time it had blood smears on it. Mark set up his camera. This place is insane. Guys, stay close. Tom wandered into a house alone. Inside, the walls were covered with names carved into the wood. Dozens, maybe hundreds. At the bottom, Emma. He touched it. Suddenly, the door slammed behind him. He turned. A mirror stood in the corner, but it didn't reflect him. Instead, he saw Ryan, screaming silently. The mirror cracked, and Tom passed out. Mark and Lena searched for Tom. They entered the same house where Emma's group had taken shelter. Lena picked up the torn diary now with new pages. It read, I am one of them now. They live through memories and trap the curious. Every name carved here was once a seeker. The village feeds on curiosity. One by one, it takes the soul and rewrites the past. They found Tom unconscious in the corner, bleeding from the nose. His eyes flickered open. I saw them. I saw all of them. They're stuck, screaming, but no one can hear them. Suddenly, distant footsteps echoed. The same breathing sound Emma had heard 2 months ago returned. The village was waking up. Lena begged, We have to go right now. But every road they tried led back to the same village square, the same broken sign, the same cursed houses. Mark shouted, We didn't come to die. Tom whispered, Maybe we already did. The footage on their camera started playing on its own, only it wasn't them in the video. It was Emma, Ryan, and Alex screaming, running, being dragged into the darkness by shadowy figures. Suddenly, the screen froze, and a voice came through. Now it's your turn. They found one last note scratched into a stone wall. To break the loop, one must stay willingly. A sacrifice. Only then can the others leave. Silence fell. Tom looked at them. I'm the reason we came. I found the forum. I brought us here. Maybe I should... Mark shouted, No, we leave together. But Lena said nothing. She looked at the diary, then at the forest. And then quietly, she stepped back into the house, shut the door from inside, and whispered, Tell them to forget me. As soon as she did, the fog lifted. Roads reappeared. Mark and Tom drove until daylight hit their faces. They were found the next day disoriented but alive. The footage was corrupted. The village gone from the map. Months later, Mark received a package. No sender. Inside the same diary, a new page was written. One must always take the wrong turn, so the others find the right path. A woman's face was drawn underneath Emma. And in the mirror across the room, for just a second, Lena was watching.